Hello, here's part 2 for the dynamic door block. I left off part 1 with 3 actions on one parameter. Alright, what we need to do now is add another parameter to the door to go for 2 different wall widths. So I'm going to select the start point there and go to the bottom of that door frame and set it out to the right. Select the parameter and change distance 1 to wall width so that it makes sense. Go to the number of grips, make that 1. The distance type, we're going to use a list again, and where it says 100, click on the dots and add 200. So you see the 2 wall widths there. Okay, there's your parameter. Now we just need to do a stretch action. So go stretch, select that new parameter. It's going to have a point at the down pointing cyan triangle, and then a crossing window that's kind of in the middle of that wall to the bottom left, cutting through both door frames. Select each object, each door jamb, so they both stretch, and hit enter. Okay, so there's your stretch action for the new parameter. Okay, now what we need to do is add a flip parameter, and this one's going to make our door flip left or right. Okay, so go to the Parameters tab, get a flip parameter. It needs a reflection line to flip on, and we don't have one, so hold your Shift key and right click and select mid between 2 points. I'm going to select between the inside of the 2 door jambs and then hover straight up and you see a dotted line. Click and place flip state 1. That's your first parameter. Now we need to give it an action. So go to your Actions tab. Get the flip action. Select flip state 1 parameter. Select the objects. So we want to flip the arc and the door and hit enter. You'll see the action beside the flip state 1 arrow. You could test it right now, but I'll tell you what it does. It does flip, but it doesn't stay together. We just need to modify that a little bit. So select your flip action, right click on it, go to Action Selection Set, New Selection Set, and type in All. We needed to add everything into that. Might have to hit that twice. Alright, so now it should work, except that if you were to change sizes after you flip it, this guy doesn't stay in the middle, and we want that too. So we need to add a move action to the door width parameter. So go get a move. Select the door width parameter. Use the right hand pointing arrow as the start point. And the action or the objects is flip state 1 parameter, and then hit enter. So now it will move. We need to tell it to move halfway all the time. So select that action, move action, go up to properties and change 1 to 0.5. Okay. If you tested it now, it'll work all good. We need to add a base point to our block so that everything moves properly. It's like an origin point when you flip. So go to Parameters, pick on the base point parameter, and the location is going to be your hinge point. Okay, that's your base point for the block now. Select the flip action, because we need to tell it about that base point. Select the flip action. That's my dog. Right click, go to Action Selection Set, Modify, and then you might have to zoom in select that base point parameter and hit enter. Sorry, that's loud, I'm sure. Alright, now we need to be able to flip it inside and outside, so we need to add a new flip parameter. Go get flip parameter. We don't have a reflection line for this either, so hold shift, right click, mid between 2 points, top and bottom of a door frame, place flip state 2 just out to the side of the block. Okay, that flip needs an action as well. Go to the flip action, select flip state 2 parameter. For the objects, type in all, enter to end. What you will need to do is make sure that flip moves just like the last one. So I'm going to go get a move action, flip state 2 wall width parameter, base point pointing down. Objects can be flip state 2, enter. Click on that move, go to the properties and change 1 to 0.5, just like we did on the other one. Okay, now you need to include this flip into the first flip. So select the first flip action. Okay, that's this one. Right click, action selection set, modify selection set, and select the second flip parameter. Enter. Okay, that's a lot of stuff. I would save your block. Cross your fingers and we're going to test. Okay, there's our block. Flips. I'm going to change the size. That moved. Still flips. Okay, going to flip it in and out. That works. Change the wall width size and flip. Everything should work. Alright, you can close your test block window. Make sure this thing is saved. Close your block editor and test your block in model space. Make sure all the same stuff works. It should. For the assignment, place that in 2 drawn wall widths, a 100 and a 200 wall width. And dimension it so I can see that you've done that. It should look something like that. And you should be good. All done. Well done.